Once Human is getting its brand new patch 1.4.1, we gotta go over all the optimizations, the new Valentine's Day events, have a ton of brand new developer updates, and some new unique things getting added to the game. We'll also go over some loot box changes, and of course, as always, we'll go over some last minute mentionables, which do include things from the community. What's up, world? It's Utopia back here with another video. Today we're checking out all things Once Human. Now first up, let's get into the patches. We did actually have two patches technically. The first one was on February 10th. However, the one on February 10th was more basically accommodating for some of the things that were happening in the past weeks. Where they do mention here that they are allowing more time to collect and open the Spring Festival Lucky Crates, which does include the Lucky Painting event that has also been extended through February 23rd. From February 12th to February 16th, they will distribute 12 Lucky Crates in total via in-game mail, and that will be daily. As they mentioned here, that will be split across the 5-day period, although because there's 12 crates, typically that's probably going to be either 2 to 3 crates per day, and if you do log in every day, you can claim those rewards. That should be starting today. Jumping over, we did have the official patch for 1.4.1. Now we're not getting the maintenance, or at least it's not going to go live until tonight, which again, depending on your time zone, might actually be February 13th and not the 12th. So they're planning to do maintenance at February 12th at 8 p.m. PT, but that should be expected to last about 2 hours. So technically, if you are in Central Time, that will actually take you to 12 a.m. And for Eastern Time, that should take you all the way to 1 a.m. So that will be February 13th, depending on your time zone. First up, they do mention here, this update actually introduces one of the biggest changes, or biggest being added to Once Human, which is the folk guitar instrument. Now this exclusive Visional Wheel S0 event, or Season 0 they're calling it, Crimson event, has the limited time Lightforge Loot Crate Dream Waltz. And they're also going to be previewing some of the mod changes, or mod drops. But as we do mention here, all the new content, which starts off with the new instrument, folk guitar. Now this is a brand new instrument which formula can be purchased from the NPC shops at Deadville, either in the east side or at Camp Igloo in the north. After purchasing the formula for only 2,000 energy links, you can then craft the folk guitar at the supplies bench. So you don't need to pay for it, there is nothing to pay for there. Literally just have to use energy links, and it's only around 2,000, which are very easy to obtain. There is some gameplay footage they did showcase of this, and it looks really dynamic. There's a lot of different key presses that you can get through here. We'll have to see if they do it like New World, where you do have kind of scripts you can go off of, or you can actually utilize, or if you have to play this from your own setting or from your own keyboard. It does seem like that is the case here with this one. I'm sure people will eventually come up with macros, kind of like how they are in Final Fantasy XIV. If you played that game, you can set up a lot of macros for instruments. I'm sure that will more than likely be the case for this as well. Moving on though, we do have the brand new event here, which is the Crimson Moon. Now this is the mid-season update period for that Visional Wheel, which is Season 0. Again, this does pertain to the Lunar Oracle, and I went over this in my last video, but they do have strange rubies that will be appearing in scenarios. Again, only affected by the Lunar Oracle. That's where you can obtain valuable resources, rewards, and luxury items, skins, and collectible furniture. Again, seemingly all for free. You're actually getting some decent amount of free skins there. This is going to last from February 12th after the update, so it could be February 13th depending on your time zone, and that'll take us all the way till April 24th. Now you can actually collect rubies by eliminating deviants, gathering materials, then you can use to redeem weapon skins, furniture formulas, as I've said. That will be at the Ruby shop. And in Phase 3 of Lunar Oracle, you'll be able to even dye your furniture formulas to give your furniture a splash of creativity. There is, however, a weekly cap on the number of rubies you can earn. However, if you do not reach the weekly cap, the excessive capacity will roll over to the next week. So you can even stack up to access up to 4 weeks if you choose to not log in, or if you don't obtain all of that. Now we do have some further optimizations here. However, this is going to be after the February 26th update, where Life Force Boost and Tactics Amplifier gloves mod will no longer drop in dungeons or mod crates. The Life Force Boost is a 10% HP increase. Next up, we do have the Public Crisis events, where they have reduced the time needed to complete Dig to Hell and Dig to Hell High Risk, so those should be quite faster. Those do take a long time. For construction, campsites now placed in the wilderness will automatically be recalled after a set amount of time, so you cannot just keep them there forever. Do believe this mostly pertains to Prison vs. Clash. That should help out a little bit with the base capping there. They have this really cool new settings option, which is under the threat alert section. You can now either utilize a 3D arrow or a 2D arrow alert. Now, if you could see here, they even showcase the 2D versus 3D. What we have currently is the 2D arrow. However, you can opt for that 3D arrow, which should help for hit markers and better detection and direction. They've also made a note here saying that they encourage all players to explore this settings screen and that settings you haven't seen will now be marked along with the category tabs, as if you haven't discovered new ways that you previously overlooked, so it should help improve the game further and help people find different options. Next up here, we did have some new shop arrivals, as well as that new Lightforge Loot Crate update. This one is going to be available on February 14th, which is called the Dream Waltz. They have shown off several videos for this and several screen caps, and they also mentioned that the Lightforge gem rate is up and is back for a limited time. So from February 12th after the update to February 26th before the next update, which for the Dream Waltz will feature a 20% increase to a drop rate for the Lightforge gem. So it should be a little bit cheaper if you don't want to collect everything. However, they do mention also that the drop rates for all the rewards will be lowered accordingly. In the Lightforge Loot Crate here with the Dream Waltz, it does contain Dream Silver Fashion Set, also the Golden Vow Cradle Skin, and the Ballroom Nightwish Collection Duo Action, which you can't see that here. Now also, if you do want to see the Lightforge Loot Crate rates, you can check them out here. Again, they are increasing up 20% to 8.4%, so it is a multiplicative percentage added, not added to the total percentage there, so it is up from 7% to 8.4%. Then you can check the rest of the stuff here for the legendary drop rates, the epic drop rates, etc. We also are having some more store cosmetics that aren't Lightforge Loot Crates. This again will be available after the February 12th update or tonight. Again, of course, depending on when you're watching this video. That's the Saddleback Caprice Character Set and the Guilt Pack Cradle Set. And they're also even adding stuff for the Wish Machine, which is the Colorful Collection Facility Skin Pack, the Solo Ballroom or Solo Ballroom Action, that is one by yourself, and the Star Beyond Makeup Preset. We're also going to have some future shop arrivals. That will be on February 20th, which is the Winter Serenade Collection Set Epic and the Heartbeat Serenade Theme Pack. You can see those two here. And they're also going to have the Splattered Paint Weapon Skin, which is a bundle that will set to arrive. Now last up here, they did have some additional bug fixes. I'll go over some of the major ones here, which the first one is the Visional Wheel had an incorrect buff countdown for the Lunar Oracle. For the combat section, equipped weapons now display correctly, and they also fixed HP bar display issues. They also fixed a major game freeze here when switching backpack tabs with fluctuating HP. Jumping over, we do have those additional events. So the first one here is the login rewards. Now, this is actually different than the ones we talked about. This is from February 11th to March 8th, and this one's actually pretty good because it does include 2,500 Star Crom, a Spring Festival Lucky Crate, but also a Morphed Deviation gift box. So that is pretty huge there overall. It does seem like this can either obtain a Shattered Maiden or a Prismatic Digby Boy. So two quite huge ones there. Now it does say it's only ×1. It seems like you only get one of those during this period of time. There's also an additional free reward here, which is the Fortune Snake Hat. You can log in now to claim that completely for free. That will last all the way till February 23rd. So make sure you are logging in before then so that you can claim this free reward. They've also had a Twitch drop teaser here. This is for the upcoming Valentine's Day Twitch drop event, which does showcase off a unicorn weapon sticker. That is the only teaser currently for the Twitch drop event, because we don't have anything on the Twitch side of things, so I have to wait and see what we do eventually get for those Twitch drops. But that could lead to the theming overall. That should about cover for today's video. If you enjoyed, like, subscribe, and until the next one. Deuces!